Hi, this is Alex Montrose with Moncord Real Estate Professional Services, and welcome to today's session. So the topic of the day will be, why would a real estate agent hire a transaction coordinator, right? I mean, there's many reasons why, but we're going to touch on the two main reasons that we believe are the foundation for why a real estate agent would hire a transaction coordinator. The first one's going to be time, and the second is going to be customer care. So, starting off with time. Not a lot of real estate agents know this, but usually it takes between 10 to 20 hours of their time to manage a single transaction, from beginning to end, milestones, administrative tasks, all the things that come along with managing a transaction, also being in compliance with your office and so forth. 10 to 20 hours. So think about that. You could be leveraging that time to grow your business, maybe use that time around other revenue generating activities. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family, maybe go on vacation, you name it. The possibilities are endless for how to use that time. The point is that a lot of real estate agents don't have, they're not leveraging their time most effectively to grow and scale their business. You have a real estate agent out there that, let's say, closed 20 deals last year, and they want to grow to 30, 40, 50. They have to start looking at where do you cut the fat, right? Where do you cut where are the inefficiencies in the business, and where do you find more time to grow, right? And so by looking at, heck, if you're spending that much time managing a transaction, outsourcing those tasks to somebody that's competent and can manage, the milestones, making sure you're compliant with your office, making sure the client's happy, all those things, those are first areas that real estate agents should be looking at if they're going to grow their business, right? Is how to offload some of those. I like to call them time vampires. Those activities are time vampires to your business. So that's the main reason, is get back more time, and a transaction coordinator helps you do that. The second component is customer care. So if you think of customer care, how can you make your clients more happy, right? How can you make them feel good about working with you? Well, and how can you also establish the image and have how can you establish yourself and build more credibility as a professional as you're building out your team? Having a transaction coordinator helps you do that. So having somebody on staff, now that you've outsourced the tasks of managing the process from A to Z, making sure your client's happy, making sure the communications is clear, and they understand what the next steps are throughout the process of closing that transaction, is critical to success and critical to your referral business. So having somebody, making sure, having a transaction coordinator that, has systems in place, has processes in place, relieves you of that, I would say the burden of, especially if you're managing, 20, 30 transactions. If you're doing that all on your own, think about all the systems and processes you have to have in place so that nothing falls through the cracks, right? So that communication with your client is also never going to be seen as, something that always gets put off, till you have time to get back to your client. So especially when they're stressed and they just want to know what the next step is. So having a transaction coordinator helps streamline that process. It's really normal for us at Moncord to get, once we close a transaction, to get a notice from a buyer or seller saying, hey, thank you so much, transaction coordinator, whoever that person is on our team, for relieving the stress I had. This was the biggest purchase of my life, or it was a really stressful process. If they were selling the home, you helped me understand what next steps were, and you were very, very helpful to relieving some of the anxiety I have. On top of that, it makes that real estate agent also shine and stand out, because we're part of that team, right? They those kind words that we get from these sellers and buyers are always coupled with, thank you for work. Thank you. I'm glad I worked with that amazing team that had, everything in place to make me feel like I was the most important person in the world. So having a transaction coordinator helps you streamline that customer care process and making sure that you're moving your business forward. So those are the two, we believe, the two most foundational areas or reasons why a real estate agent should hire a transaction coordinator. We hope this was helpful. We hope if you're not using one today that you would hire a transaction coordinator and see the difference that it would make to your business. and we're always here to help. So thank you for your time, and be on the lookout for more videos around other areas that we could add value to your business. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Thanks.